I'm working on the appendix with all the prophetic fulfillments. There's so many of them. Hindu, Muslim, Jewish, Christian. I know they're all there. It's just a matter of like putting them down. You know. Oh yeah, I fucking looked at pornography again. Dear God, I'm really gonna fucking try to stop this shit, man. It's just not. It's a graven image. It's fucking adulterous, I assume. Let's see. So the Messiah is the guy who just pulls the shit off first, shows a new form of media. He doesn't care if you make his graven image. He wants us to have our own form of media, not by Hollywood. And it makes sense with Hollywood that also I had some negative thoughts about some people, but it makes sense with Hollywood that, you know, it's all fucking produced, man. You don't capture the story on the fly as it actually happens. They're always trying to recreate something that happened, if it's a documentary or fucking you know, based on a true story, which are really the only good movies anyway, because they're written by God. But it's about fucking time that he has something that's legit. And if you're not, you don't just like plan a trip and then start recording shit that happened, unless it's like a year-long trip or whatever. But even if it's a year-long trip and you have it structured, it's not God's will. You got to be on the fly. That's why people who have hyper-religious episodes always have cool stories at the end, because they're following every coincidence, and they start to notice coincidences because they, you know, because God's powering the fucking story. He's got unlimited variables. Someone who says, fuck off the money, I don't care about traveling, whatever, I'll do anything. Just following, you know, the sort of the storyline that God rolls out. And when you start to play God, i.e. like, well, I'm going to structure when I'm going to take my time off or do whatever, he's like, fuck that. You know, plus you don't have a consistent storyline. He wants to show off his true capabilities, which is basically what this messianic process is. It's saying, you know, no matter what, I'm going to keep filming every fucking coincidence. I'm going to keep pushing forward like Moses or Jesus or whatever. And in their minds, they just knew, because they met these different prophetic requirements, that, you know, that they were destined for the job, and they had it locked in their mind that it was going to work. And because it was locked in their mind, God made it happen. They didn't have to have any prophetic requirements. You can do it. You can do it yourself if you just follow the coincidences in your life, like I did to get my documentary done. You know, it was a cool fucking story. It was a cool fucking story. I mean, it still is a cool story. That's all you have to do is make a story like that. But me, because I'm the fucking Messiah, I got to keep pushing forward to get not just my own version of a cool story, which you'll get to do too, but also I had to keep pushing forward to fucking do the ultimate story, which is reintroducing the concept of God into the fucking equation. See, what you need to understand here is that he's monitoring everything I'm thinking right now. I know this. In the back of my mind at all times, I know he's monitoring me. You know, I have that in my mind. Thus, I never get sick unless I fuck up, and that's why I'm always here saying that I look at pornography or whatever. My point is, it's just an antenna that's up, and he knows I have it up. Thus, he takes care of me. You know? As soon as I say, you know, this is stupid, like, I'm just going to go back to my life or whatever, then the antenna's down, and he's like, fuck off. You didn't believe in me, I don't believe in you anymore. But as long as I keep it up at any cost, he takes care of me. That's how it works. So as I'm making these videos, I'm not just being a fucking dick. I have a part of my brain, which is right there, which is right there, up, always on the fact that he is monitoring what I'm thinking, what I'm saying, what I'm doing. And as long as he knows, because he can read all of my thoughts like he's reading your thoughts right now, as intrusive as that sounds, once, you know, when he knows that I'm online, i.e. my antenna's up, cool shit keeps happening. And he knows that I'm filming it, so I'm giving him a platform. And I understand that he's laying out the coolest fucking story in the history of the world, or at least in the last 2,000 years. And he's going to get his glory. He's going to get his credit because he took the fucking time to arrange everyone and everything in my life to allow for this. what he's doing now. Oh, I'll tell you something else interesting. Today's the polar vortex day. Yesterday